Oh man, it's hot in Arizona, and I ain't talking about the temperature. Head coach Jonathan Gannon was fined 100,000 by the team for the altercation with running back Emari Demercado. I think how you pronounce his name. Hopefully, I got it right. I talked about this game in another video. You know, the Cardinals lost 22-21, but the game would have been over with, nail in the coffin, no comeback if the Mercado 72-yard touchdown run didn't turn into a touchback. He uh he had nothing but green grass in front of him. Had a breakaway run for 72 yards. Ladarius Sneed, cornerback of the Titans, was right behind him. And as far as when he got close to the goal line, but he had the touchdown. But he dropped the ball just before crossing the goal line, and it led to a costly turnover, and it was the pivotal play that allowed the Titans to come back and win the game. So, of course, emotions are high with a play like that because you're trying to put the game away. You can taste victory. You get that touchdown, the game is over. They're not going to be able to come back. And Coach Gannon, he got in front of him, and I think he made contact with him. I really couldn't tell from the camera angle. It looked like he might have hit him in the chest a little bit, but he was all up in his grill like a battle rapper, yelling in his face. And he was fined 100,000. But of course, he said for media day that he let the moment get the best of him. That's the quote. I kind of let the moment get the better of me. And he addressed the incident with the team and apologized to the Mercado directly. When I first saw this initially, during the game, I didn't think he would end up being fined. I had no idea, but I guess social media and people commenting, it's kind of mixed reviews about was Coach Gannon wrong. Me personally, I don't think he was wrong. Um, People livelihood, it's so many people livelihood on the line for these games when you coaches, not just the head coach, but their personnel, assistant coaches and coordinators, and including players. Wins and losses affect people's salary, livelihood, and their families. So when you work hard throughout the week studying and preparing and putting these hours in, you're trying to get as many wins as you can. And it's one thing to lose with honor and lose, when the team just better than you. But when you make them kind of mistakes, man, somebody got to put fire under you, man. Like somebody got to light you up because you just can't make those kind of mistakes. Now, it's different when it's a natural strip fumble or, it's contact with the defense and things like that happen. I mean, even then, it ain't supposed to happen, but you can, there's more patience with that because it's just part of the game. But that's just a total lack of focus and just like it's careless, man. Like that can't happen. You right there. You right there, dog. So maybe he didn't have to do the contact, but all that yelling in his face is necessary, man. Like I don't think people understand. I played football. This is what comes with it. Like everybody that went through that at some point, even if it's not from the coach, a player gonna get in your face like that. You think the 2000 Baltimore's Ravens, it wasn't things like that happening with a defense that disciplined? They were more disciplined than arguably like military personnel. Like Ray Lewis and them wasn't allowing nothing to slide, and that made everybody perform at an elite level. So the coach wasn't yelling at him, disrespecting him for no reason, Well, I shouldn't say I ain't taking no disrespect, but I mean he wasn't yelling at him like that for no reason. He's trying to help, hey man, keep your head in the game, bro. You ain't just affecting the team with losses, you affecting you as a man, as a player. Like that was a stat that you will never get back. However many touchdowns you have before your career ends, you will never get that touchdown. You got to keep stuff like that in mind, bro. Like, it's in contract stipulations. You get certain amount of stats, you get incentives in your contract. It's way more than just wins and losses. And I think Coach Gannon just wanted him to get his mind right. Now, granted, in the running back's defense, I don't know what he said. You know what I'm saying? He could have said something completely different that had nothing to do with football. He could have been like, I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna put that out there, but it's no telling what he said. But I didn't see a fine happening. But I do believe two things can be true. Maybe he deserved a fine for the contact, but we've seen worse situations. I mean, Travis Kelce was all up in Andy Reid's face. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing happened to him. And he didn't he put his hands on Andy Reid, like grab his shirt or something like that. That's crazy. So that's why I was blown away by this. But it's a controversial topic, and there's mixed feelings. Like I said, I've been seeing people have different opinions. Dez Bryant chimed in online, and he said he didn't agree with it happening. And other people were saying, Dez, if the coach had to talk to you like that, you would have went upside his head. And that's another thing. That could have maybe the league want to suppress things like that because another player might have would have socked him in the jaw. Everybody may not just take it, like that. Maybe they feel like you should have did that behind the scenes. But it's definitely an interesting situation, and I had to chime in and put my thoughts on it because I was really surprised, man, because I know the NFL has had a lot of blunt coaches, and we've seen these things before. So y'all drop a comment and give me y'all thoughts about this, man. Was Coach Jonathan Gannon in the wrong? Is the NFL becoming soft? We'll see, what y'all have to say. If you made this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Please follow, like, subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. I am James Vergado, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God level genius.